concerning an escalation in auto theft, Peel Police organised an auto theft summit on March 10 at the Toronto Airport Marriott. Residents across the region of Peel have been dealing with a spike in auto thefts in recent years, with Peel Regional Police saying there were nearly 6,000 stolen vehicles in the region last year alone.
Okay, good afternoon, and thank you for coming out today. Today we hosted the 2023 Auto Theft Summit. The summit was hosted in collaboration with the Region of Peel Police Services Board, as well as the Peel Regional Police. In attendance were members of the Police Services Board from Peel, as well as other Police Services Board from across the province. Senior management from police departments from across the province, as well as Mayor Crombie and Mayor Brown and elected officials, government representatives, and industry stakeholders. Today we will hear from the Region of Peel Police Services Board Chair Ron Chatta, as well as Peel Regional Police Chief Nishan Duryappa and Peel Regional Police Deputy Chief Nick Milinovich. There will be an opportunity following the formal questions and answers for one or more direct interviews. We are also very fortunate to be joined today by a number of other chiefs from across the province, and particularly in the GTA. Chief Demkew from Toronto Police Services, Chief McSween from York Regional Police, Chief Tanner from Halton Regional Police, as well as Chief McCullough from Niagara Regional Police. Earlier on today, we were also joined by Chief Bergen of Hamilton Police, Chief Rollauer from Durham Regional Police, and as well as representation from the OPP. Unfortunately, the last three people had to leave. I would welcome now to the podium the Chair of the Peel Regional Police Services Board, Ron Chatta.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking everyone for joining us today for the Auto Theft Summit 2023. We are here today because of auto theft, and the violent crime associated with it is a growing problem across Ontario. As we heard today, the number of incidents of auto theft has increased by 90% since 2018. This is a serious issue that impacts personal safety and leaves people injured and psychologically affected. It is also an invasion of privacy which leaves behind traumatic feeling of insecurity throughout entire family units. This has been our top priority, my priority as a board chair. For more than a year, whenever I attend community events as chair, the primary concern I hear about is the rise in auto thefts. Back in April 2022, me and my board colleagues introduced a motion to highlight concern from the community and sent letters to MPPs, and all municipal mayors on this serious issue. I also asked the chief to bring together police services and other partners from across the GTHA and Ontario to work on solutions to this problem.
Thank you very much, Chair Chatta, and good afternoon, everybody. Really want to say that today is a significant day for us as a policing sector, but as communities, as our elected officials or mayors are here today, and our police services boards have come together really to what we describe today is a crisis, not just here in Ontario, but what we're seeing nationally, and that is the auto theft epidemic that we're seeing here. Just for frame of reference, today there were 9 of the most affected municipalities and police agencies here, and of which my colleagues, other chiefs who I regularly speak with on the issue of organized auto theft in many different ways. But today was the first day that we have seen multiple sectors, inclusive of partners in the community that are insurance, manufacturers, stakeholders, our elected officials, police services boards come together to discuss non-unique police solutions that are tackling the auto theft issue in a way that we just as police chiefs can't do. The 9 respective municipalities that were here, just for reference, experienced the loss of almost 27,000 automobiles in 2022 alone. By all inclination, we expect those numbers to increase if we don't find a way to make adjustments to what's happening here in the global issue of auto theft. It can't be done by police alone. We are extremely aware that our abilities to continue to investigate and enforce organized auto theft needs to continue. One of the outcomes of today is to continue to bolster and strengthen that amongst my colleagues and the chiefs that are here. You will have an opportunity when it gets to question and answer to ask, and I know my colleagues will be happy to speak to that. But what we have been encouraged to see today is the first of its kind where we no longer are operating in silos, where we have interest from automobile stakeholders, manufacturers, insurance, and other partners such as the CBSA, provincial federal entities, to discuss how we can mitigate the trend of increasing auto theft here. So with that, I do have Deputy Chief Nick Milinovich here from Peel Regional Police. He has a responsibility for the investigative services portion of it and has been part of the collaborative team that has brought us to today. He will walk through some of the outcomes that we've seen and the action plan moving forward. What I do want to assure the public is we hear it everywhere, and it's not just here in Peel or in Toronto, GTA. We have representatives from Ottawa here. It is a provincial, if not a national, problem. And we know that the community is looking for solutions and meaningful action. Today represents a day where we have made the first step in doing that collaboratively, and we do want to assure the public that as a result of this, we're hoping to see positive outcomes that will reduce the pressures that we're seeing from auto theft. So, Nick, please. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Chair, Chada, and Chief, and all of the police agencies who have joined us here today. I would also like to thank some of our industry partners who also participated today. Global Automakers of Canada, Equite Association, Canadian Vehicle Manufacturers Association, and the Canadian Automobile Association. It was crucial that those partners join us as well in order to provide the partnership needed to address the issue of organized auto theft. This is the first time, as you have heard, that we have come together as a collective, as stakeholders who are organized not only by the organization they represent, but what we are trying to achieve. I am incredibly excited to announce that as a result of those conversations, we have agreed to a set of strategic priorities which we will all collaborate on. Those priorities will be focused on enforcement, collaboration, and public awareness. Those are the three buckets or the three main priorities that we agreed upon. And I would like to explain them a bit further. We talked about the need to enhance enforcement through provincial, multi-jurisdictional, and even interprovincial enforcement initiatives oriented towards organized crime. Some of the actions that we discussed at the time is the need to enhance streamlining of data sharing practices in order to disrupt the activities of organized crime and auto theft groups. We are also urging federal and provincial governments to invest in joint forces units to track, disrupt, and also help prosecute people who are involved in organized auto theft. Through that, we hope that by enhancing enforcement, we will reduce the number of vehicles with an increased number of arrests, but also by making it more difficult and less attractive for organized crime to target stolen vehicles.